Let's get to the phones at 617-830-4750. We're going to go first to a caller from the 813 area code. Caller from 813, tell us who you are and what's on your mind today.
Hello, David.
813, you're on with us.
Hey, I had a kind of a EU question to break it up out of American politics for a while.
Okay.
Have you heard about what's going on in Poland right now? They're having a far right, you know, party rise up right now. Of course, it's called the Law and Order Party.
Yeah, of course.
Of course
I have been reading about that.
But of course, when you have far right politics come, you're going to have neo Nazis come with it. I know they're trying to have like 30,000 migrants move there. The EU is trying to push that on Poland.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking if the EU is pushing one of their countries with migrants when they're having this far right kind of rise up, I think that might backfire on them because it might just, embolden them more. Not to mention, those 30,000 migrants, you're kind of just putting them in harm's way as well. I was just wondering what you thought about that.
Yeah, it becomes difficult in these situations because on the one hand, you don't want to show that you're changing your policy because of these extremist elements in a country. But at the same time, I think the argument of putting the immigrants themselves in harm's way is a real concern. So I don't know how you handle it because you also don't, if you say, hey, you know what? Because of the uprising of these anti-immigrant right-wing groups, we're no longer going to send these immigrants to Poland. They see it as a victory and they will become emboldened to protest even more, right? They'll say, hey, we can prevent immigrants from coming to our country just by showing up and demonstrating. So I think that's a real tough one. I mean, do you see a solution to that?
Well, I don't know if they just mentioned it, but they're going to try and put like economic sanctions on them, which I think is going to be like even worse because they're like, oh, you're going to do that? Well, you, we're just going to get even stronger. And I mean, Jesus Christ, the Brexit was close, but you want to talk about a Pexit or whatever the hell it's going to call?
Yeah.
It's going to be like 80-20 or something.
Yeah, it's a tough situation,
it's like
but
they're in
of
a
course,
rock and
I
hard
think
place.
that bottom line, my instinct would be not to give in to the legislative desires or policy desires of the neo-Nazi right-wing extremist types. I would do whatever is possible not to give in to what it is that they want.
Yeah, it's just Poland with its history, I think, is so much more difficult to handle, whereas, the UK is a little different because it barely really won the vote.
I told a
It's
story
really,
not
it's
that
really
long ago,
scary
actually,
over
about
there.
when my dad was in Poland and some crazy anti-Semitic stuff that he experienced. But story for another
Yeah.
day. If I will someday retell it. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right.